this random person just appeared out of nowhere, like
Just spawned.
like threw us like a rope, like tied it to our snowmobile, and like used his like sled to like pull us out. And we're like, thank you. He was like, he just like nodded at us and just left, vanished.
That was it.
Never saw like
Just a silent interaction. Welcome to the Hockey Review podcast.
For him to become the best, you have to surround yourself with the best.
That's what we're working on. Skills that translate.
Wait, so it's like a parade?
Yeah, it was a parade.
No way, that like a parade. Pretty chaotic start for sure.
And that was junior hockey for me.
What's up, hockey players and parents? Welcome back to another episode of the Hockey Review podcast. Today, I'm joined here with Division I goalie at the University of Alaska Anchorage, Ty Krivtsov. How's it going, man?
going great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I did first podcast, so
all good, man.
yeah.
This is honestly pretty low stakes.
Yeah.
So you're good. But this is sick because like this is the first goalie I'll be talking to out of all the guys I've talked to. They've been players talking about their experiences, so it's gonna be cool hearing goalie's perspective. So
Yeah.
again, how did you start playing hockey in SoCal? So walk me through just how you get started in your career.
Yeah, so definitely I started skating when I was probably 5 or 6, so around there. I actually started out as a player.
Oh, really?
Like obviously you had my brother on,
Right.
and we both kind of started at the same time. So I like wasn't on a team at first. And then there was this goalie on my brother's team. His name was Malachi, and he had like this like pretty sweet like designed mask, and like instantly saw it. And I was like, oh, that's like pretty sweet. Like I need to have something like that. So that's kind of how I got into goalie. And like as soon as I got into it, like I just loved it. I wanted to skate every day, trying to get better at it. So it's kind of where it started, you know.
So for a cool mask.
Yeah.
Pretty much
cool
just,
mask.
just a cool mask. And you like the look of it. And,
Yeah. The sweet pads, cool masks, all that.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So did you start playing up here in Santa Clarita?
yeah, so we actually lived out in, you know where Palmdale is? It's like past.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where I grew up. But we started skating at the ice station, or now the Cube. So definitely loved all my time at the Cube. Countless good memories there as well. So
Yeah.
playing for the Express, now the Flyers, but
Oh, because they were called the Express
Yeah,
before.
back-
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's way back.
Yeah.
Way back when. I know.
made me feel old now.
I feel like we're all getting old now.
Exactly.
Gotta be honest. But then, did you just play for the Express, or you also played for Maple Leafs or Bears?
So I played Express for I think 1 or 2 years. I think it was more than one. It was like probably two or three, honestly. But played there for a bit, and then played for the Bears for Coach Peter.
Torsen. Yeah.
So played with him for about 3 years. Again, loved it there. Like he was an awesome coach. Definitely helped with my development as a player, even that young, you know. So
Yeah, he's great. Seriously.
yeah, he's still there. I actually saw him like I think over the summer at some point. I stopped by the Pickwick and just said hi to everyone. It was pretty sweet to see everyone. So and after that played Junior Kings for a year on the 03 team, like
The 14-03 team, right?
yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty cool experience as well. It was kind of like a level hockey, like because Bears we were AA, I think, and then Kings was AAA, so it was kind of a big jump at that young age. But I mean, that was pretty cool experience playing with all those guys on the Junior Kings.
So you went with I think the Alexanders too, right?
Yeah.
It was you, the Alexander brothers.
Yeah.
That joined the Kings. Right? That year.
So they played with the Bears with me as well.
Right.
And then they joined the Kings with us, and then spent 1 year same as me, and then they both went to Shattuck.
Also with you too, right? Yeah.
Just crazy.
Actually, funny story. I was actually maybe you remember, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
I was actually at the Kings tryout too.
Oh, you were?
I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Long story short, I ended up playing for the Wave in Ontario that year for my first year.
Yeah.
Bantams, but I mean it's all good.
Yeah.
It all works out. But yeah, that's a really
funny.
that was a really sick team. You got
we had a ton of
huge big names on that team.
players. Yeah, I think it's funny. I was talking about it with a couple of my buddies before. Like I forgot how many like draft picks were on that team. Like Division I players. It was pretty crazy to be part of that. So
yeah, that 03 team. Yeah, and then from there you went to Shattuck, right?
Yeah, I went straight from there to Shattuck. Like I was kind of debating staying with the Kings or going to Shattuck because the way like we found out about Shattuck was through one of our friends, and we did like this whole summer camp there, and then they invited us to me and my brother to come down and try out, and the try went well for me, and like they kept in contact. So yeah, it was kind of a tough decision to like just stay with the Kings or go to Shattuck just because I was so young. But I mean, I think I made the right choice going to Shattuck. It was an unbelievable experience there. So
definitely, I mean, you got like huge names like Crosby, like they all like guys like that. They went to Shattuck, so
for sure.
But I think I remember talking to Jaden Price.
Price, yeah. He lives in Orange County, right?
Yeah. I think he was deciding, like he actually decided to stay next year, or was it him or Drew Vietten? So one of them just actually stayed an extra year to play AAA. Yeah. Instead of going to prep school.
Yeah.
And but you made, I guess, the decision to make that jump because you felt like you were ready.
Yeah.
Right.
Early on, so.
But some guys may not be, and it's okay to stay back and play locally if you need.
Exactly. Like everyone kind of develops at their own pace, and like everyone's path is different, right? Like it's kind of like what works for you and your scenario, and like what you're gonna benefit most from, So
right. But from a goalie's point of view, I mean, I feel like it's a little tougher because there's just less roster spots.
Yeah, exactly. There's only one net, right? So
there's literally only one net on the whole ice. So it's like how do you? So I think goalies in general develop a little slower. You would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually they come into the NHL older, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
So their path is just a little different.
Yeah, it's great that you said that. Like with goalies, it's definitely like a longer game than with players, right? Like you see so many like young superstar like talents as forwards like lining it up, and they go and play in the NHL like 18, 19 years old, right? But with goalies, it's a little bit different. Like it's just one of those things where like it just takes time and reps and just experience in the net to perform at a pretty high level, like in terms of pro hockey. So definitely takes a little bit longer.
So just have more patience.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like so you're saying just kind of don't discourage if you're a young goalie.
Yeah.
Not kind of being where you want to be because it's going to take time, right?
Exactly. Like there's countless times like I've been cut from teams or like didn't make teams I want to work on or that I want to make. So it's definitely a process, and it's a long game. It's a marathon as a goalie, right? It's not really like a 100-meter sprint. So yeah, for sure.
Were you drafted? So while you're at Shattuck, were you drafted to any junior league or any?
Yeah. So I was at Shattuck for 4 years, and then my senior year, the Madison Capitals drafted me in the USHL. So I went there for like I made their training camp. Went there. It's funny. Tyler Shea, I'm sure you know him.
Yeah.
He made the training camp with me as well.
Oh wow.
So, kind of goes back to what I was saying about being like cut from teams. I went there as like a young 17-year-old goalie, right? And they had me and three other kids who were all older than me. And I was let go from that team like early on, and that was kind of like not a setback, but like it definitely kind of stuck with me.
Yeah, it sucks. Of course.
Yeah. But that just goes to show like if you're cut from a team, it's not the end of the world, right? Like there's still other leagues and stuff to go to,
right?
And other opportunities that might come along the way. So
I'm guessing this is when you were just graduating from Shattuck, right?
Yeah.
And you were kind of on the search for a junior team, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that happened, right? But then you made the NAHL, right?
Yeah.
So how'd that come about to make the NAHL?
So
NAHL?
Yeah, I was cut from Madison after like a month from being there, and then kind of didn't really know where I was gonna go. Right, like that's the crazy part about junior hockey is, like if you're cut from one team, you can get traded. Like there's so many different stuff that can happen to you as a junior hockey player. But yeah, I was fortunate enough. It's funny. I was talking to the Minnesota Wilderness, and then the Fairbanks, which is where I ended up. They ended up needing a goalie. So yeah, like as soon as I was cut from Madison, I went straight to the NAHL showcase in Blaine. Didn't really know like where I was going to end up, and Fairbanks ended up needing a goalie. So I got a call like from the coach. I still remember this. I was like with my dad, like at our house up in Minnesota, and I got a call from the coach saying like, "Oh, like we need a goalie. Can you like come up tomorrow?" And like keep in mind this is like during the showcase, right? So
They were like, tomorrow, we need you.
so like I packed all my stuff up, went there. They like threw me in the game. It was like a tryout.
Basically,
Yeah. We ended up winning in overtime, and they kind of just kept me there. So
overtime game is crazy too. Your first game as like a tryout.
yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's wild. You really stepped up to the task of that.
Yeah, so
Wow. And then from there, like you said, you just stuck with it.
yeah,
And then I guess Fairbanks, Alaska. That's a place to play for sure.
oh yeah, it was
And to
a
live.
real experience there. Yeah,
Yeah. So tell me about it. Like, how was
yeah,
it?
for sure.
What was it like playing in Fairbanks and for the Ice Dogs?
It was, like I said, it was a great experience. Like all the people there were unbelievable. Like they have a super like supportive fan base, and just it was an all around great experience. Like living there, I kind of didn't really know what to expect. Being from California, like, that was like my only second time in Alaska. But yeah, it was definitely a unique living experience. But I was lucky to have a really good billet family to host me. They were awesome, like super supportive people. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit different. Like
For sure. I mean,
whole free
winters are just. I
Yeah.
mean, isn't it like one of the coldest cities in the U.S.?
I think it
Right?
might be. Yes.
I thought I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be like that's. I feel like that's the coldest northernmost city. That's kind of on the bigger side, right?
Yeah.
Fairbanks, because I've seen like temperatures to go like -50.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how you live there.
It's insane. Man.
That's crazy. And also the travel. Like,
Yeah.
what was your schedule like playing in Alaska, Fairbanks, but in the NAHL where most of the teams are located in the mainland U.S. So what was your travel routine like?
It was pretty unique, I'd say. So we would kind of go on like these long road trips. And we would spend a lot of time in like the Midwest, like Minnesota specifically, because when they folded over COVID, or they didn't fold, sorry, when they like over COVID, they had to spend time in Minnesota because that's like the only way they could get like fans at their games.
Right.
So every year, like post COVID, they would go back to a city called Marshall, Minnesota, and we would have like billet families there, whatever. So we'd spend like a month and a half at a time down in like the Midwest, like traveling to wherever, Chippewa, Janesville, all the teams we play. So like we kind of spent a good chunk of time in Alaska and then go on like these long road trips throughout the
Oh, I see. So you
kind of just separate the season.
right,
you know?
right. So you have like a kind of a home stretch
Yeah,
and like a long away stretch.
yeah.
And your practice schedule must have been at probably multiple different rinks
Yeah.
in the U.S., like mainland U.S., right?
Yeah, we would like whatever team we would play, like let's say we play Friday, Saturday, like we would go practice throughout the week at that rink. And then like if we go, let's say we're playing Janesville, right? Like we go practice in Janesville, play them. And then we have Chippewa next weekend. Then we go to Chippewa, practice there and play them. So that's kind of how it works. It's definitely like unique. But
That is unique, yeah.
yeah, it was a fun time. Like being on the road with like all your teammates and friends, it was awesome. So
I can only imagine.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's so just different that you're on a junior team that that kind of is kind of like just a traveling like it's like a traveling like almost like a nomadic team in a way.
Yeah.
They have their like they have their different places they call home.
Exactly.
Which is very unique for sure.
yeah.
And you played 3 seasons for them.
2 seasons. So
2 seasons, okay.
yeah, I kind of have a little bit of a different junior journey. So I obviously started in Madison, and then went there for my rookie year, finished my rookie year there. Then my second year juniors, I hurt my knee, had to get knee surgery.
Oh, really?
And then missed like that entire year. The second half of that year, like Sioux Falls needed kind of like a practice goal in a sense. So I went there, like worked with their trainers, rehab my knee, because like Fairbanks wanted me to come back up, but like I knew I wasn't gonna like, and most likely wasn't gonna play that season, so I didn't want to fly all the way up to Alaska. So Sioux Falls like offered me to come in and just work with their trainers and stuff, rehab my knee. So yeah, after that, went back to Fairbanks for my age out year, finished my junior career out there.
Got it. Oh, so you kind of took so how long were you off for in total?
Oh gosh, what was it? It was probably till I played a game again.
Until you played, until that, like when you got hurt, had surgery, and then played a game. How long was that?
It would have been like probably, well, a full season. So like,
So you actually missed the full season.
Yeah,
oh,
full season.
I had no idea.
Probably like 15, 14 months, something like that.
Wow. So then, yeah, man, that's a serious injury.
Crazy, yeah.
So what was in your knee? Was it
it was
ACL?
my patellar tendon. So I had a really bad like patellar tendonitis in my knee. It just like prohibited me from doing pretty much anything, like running, like even walking would hurt.
Wow.
So they kind of just went in there, and the summer before it, like I had my surgery after my rookie year, like I was just out at a practice, like just like a summer skate, and I like went down weird and just like felt like something pop, and like I already knew like right away something was really wrong. So had to go get surgery on that, and it was a long recovery, but
yeah,
you know, so stuff happened. So
yeah, I mean, so surgery, and then I'm guessing you got to be on crutches, or where they want you to move your knee.
Oh no, it was crutches for like 3 weeks, I think, and then after that you kind of just go through the rehab process, get it back to normal.
Yeah. So what kind of what's your, now you obviously have dealt with a knee injury.
Yeah.
Any kind of general advice you give to other players who have gone through knee injury?
Yeah, for sure.
Or going through it now?
Yeah, like I'd say it's like getting injured sucks, right? Like it's, no one wants to be injured, but like as easy as it is for me to say, like, don't let it discourage you. Like, you know, it's not the end of the road. Like, you're gonna recover, you're gonna come back and play games. Like, right? Like, take me as an example. I took a full year off and ended up playing games again. I'm totally healthy now. So it's definitely like a mental battle. Like, I'd say that's the biggest thing with injuries. It's like very, like, you're used to being with like all your teammates and stuff. It's like almost lonely in a sense, right? It's just you and you rehabbing your knee and trying to get back to normal. So I'd say don't dwell on it too much. Try to find some things to kind of take your mind off the injury. And yeah, like for example, one of the few things I did was like go and cause like I'm pretty big into fashion and like clothes and stuff and shoes. So one thing I did like during my injury to take my mind off it was like go and I started like reselling like shoes, like Jordans or whatever. So that helped a lot with me just being able to handle like my injury, you know?
Right.
So
yeah. Find ways to keep yourself preoccupied.
Exactly.
Take your mind off it. Cause like you said, it's a mental battle as it
is.
It is, you know, as much as it is a physical battle.
Yeah.
So I think Peter, he had a back problem.
Major one, yeah.
Took a year off. Didn't play. Basically took a year off and made the NCDC and then all. So
exactly.
You know, for players out there who got injured, and, you know, it's a long injury, then it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It could be like, as long as you stick to it, you're patient, you can come back and play at a high level. It's not the end of the world as long as you work at it and are consistent. So, but yeah, and then, so now from Fairbanks, I'm guessing while you're in Fairbanks, you got looks from Anchorage, right? During the season. So how early was Anchorage looking at you?
They were pretty much like look at me throughout the whole year, but like I didn't commit to them to like the last portion of the season. So it's funny, I was actually committed to Stonehill College, and it just like didn't work out with them. Like this is like the trail end of the year, right? Like didn't really work out with them. All their coaches got fired because they were like struggling. I think that was like their first or second years of program.
Yeah, because they're a newer one, right? Their program.
Yeah, very new. So didn't work out with them. Kind of while that was happening, Anchorage was like really pursuing me. Like they gave me a really good offer. Like I couldn't really turn down. So that's kind of how that went about. And you know, I figured wouldn't be too different from Fairbanks. Like I was,
You're already in Alaska.
yeah, I was kind of used to it, like with the travel schedule, whatever. So, and I knew they always played a good schedule, and for the most part, we're somewhat successful. So, yeah, it's been great up there so far.
That's all. You're in your second season, right?
Second season, yeah.
Awesome. And so you guys are NCAA independent, right?
Yeah, independent.
Independent. So that's kind of a. Well, but what teams do you play mostly, though?
So it kind of varies each year, honestly. Like they try to mix like a variety. Like we play pretty much all the divisions. Like we'll play, for example, like this year, like we played NCHC teams. We're going to play a Big Ten team. We've played Hockey East teams. Like we've played ECAC teams. So like it's kind of like just spread out. Honestly, it varies year to year.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. It's a very, like, again, same thing with Fairbanks, right? It's like a unique experience that you have up there.
Right.
Traveling around and visiting all these different schools and seeing different locations and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Right, because of the location.
Yeah, exactly.
So then how does it work though for the national tournament?
Yeah.
So do you guys have to meet a certain ranking based on your record?
Yeah.
Make the, like for a shot at the Frozen Four? How does that work?
Yeah. So basically it's very hard for an independent team to make just the NCAA tournament in general. So I think like pair-wise, you'd have to finish very high. You just have to finish very high in general and like have like a really good record. So like you don't really see too many. It's very rare like you'll see an independent team in the tournament because of that. But you know, that's one thing that kind of sucks about independent schools. You know, you don't really get to compete for a national championship. Like you do, but the odds
it's just harder,
very, very low. So, but they recently added there's an independent tournament going on now. This year it's in St. Louis, so it's the first year they're doing it. So that at least that gives us like something to play for at the end of the year, you know. So that should be really, really fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But now with the now I'm sure independent schools are going to be more competitive.
Yeah.
Because of the CHL change. Exactly. So do you have any idea how that's going to look for your team in the future? Have you guys recruited a few CHL guys already, or what's the deal with that?
I mean, that's like the CHL has definitely impacted college hockey in some way, right? Like everyone's like looking at the CHL now. Like everyone wants the best CHL players. So we had two come in this year for us. I think one played in the WHL and then one played, I think both of them played in WHL actually.
Okay.
But yeah, like every team has some sort of CHL player on it now, right? So that's definitely something that that's changed in college hockey is just the import of CHL players to the NCAA. Yeah,
I mean, I think it'll make independent schools like yours more competitive.
100%, yeah.
I think because there's less restrictions and you have this whole new talent pool to choose from.
Exactly.
Right? So do you see Anchorage moving into a conference at some point, or they're just going to stay independent?
Oh, I mean, it's tough to say. Like, back in the day, they were in a conference. They were in the WCHA.
Well, they were in one.
Yeah, so they were with, like, Minnesota, Nodak, like, Denver, all those teams, and kind of didn't work out. I think COVID really messed up our program. Like we were a pretty, like, well-known program back in the day, and then COVID came along and, like, whatever funding with Alaska, so they actually folded for, I think, a year or two.
I heard about that, actually.
Yeah, after COVID, and then they brought it back, and they've just been continuing to build and try to bring more funding into the program and just get it back to where it used to be, you know?
Right.
So, well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, it's hard to say now. Like, obviously, that's probably the goal, what they're doing to get back in a conference, but
Right.
probably won't happen with the time I'm being there. So yeah,
Is your rival Fairbanks?
100%. Yeah.
I was gonna say that has to be the rival.
I don't like those guys.
So, so what are those games like?
Oh, they're intense. It's a bloodbath.
Really?
It's crazy, yeah. We always play them for, it's called the Gov Cup, the Governor's Cup, at the end of the year. We lost last year in a shootout in the final game. Like, we play like a 7-game series against them. So it's always a big bloodbath against those guys.
I would assume so. I mean,
Yeah.
the only two Alaskan teams
Exactly.
battling for the state. I mean,
Yeah.
that's definitely something.
Yeah.
And so now you're in your second year, right? Do you plan pursuing professional hockey maybe after? Is that an option? Are you considering it? Like,
Yeah, of course.
what's
Like,
your goals, I guess?
yeah, that's been kind of the goal. Like, I don't know, I can't really like imagine my life without hockey in some
In some way, right?
Like, I started playing this for so young, and it's just all I've known throughout my years is just hockey, right? So, like, if I'm fortunate enough to play pro hockey, that's unbelievable. It's a dream come true. I don't know where that might be. Maybe it's in Europe. Maybe it's here in the States. Like,
Right.
can't really tell until like later on when teams start contacting you later on in college. So
Well, I mean, for goalies, like you said, it's a marathon.
exactly.
So
yeah,
it's just gonna take time.
yeah, for sure.
But this whole I guess journey of yours, did you have an advisor that you stuck with
Yeah.
for
So
the most part?
yeah,
Right.
I think you have to be careful with advisors because you know, like with all due respect, saying this, like, most of them really don't have your best interest. They just want your money, right? So
Right, and they're not good,
yeah, no, exactly.
like quality wise.
Yeah.
You're right.
But like, I've been fortunate enough to have like a pretty good one who's like kind of watched me growing up. He's actually from here. His name's Eustace King. He's with O2K Sports.
He represented I think Emerson Edom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
So,
right. Yeah.
yeah, he's a great dude.
Well known guy. Yeah.
He's watched over me since I was probably like 10, 11 years old, ever since I was working with Coach Rob out at the Cube. So, yeah, I mean, I still stay in contact with him today. Like, he helps me out whenever I need him. So,
Yeah.
I think if you can find someone that really has your best interests, like, definitely helps out with different connections and like placing you in certain teams or whatever. So it's definitely something to look into if you have that opportunity.
But just be very selective about it.
Yes, 100%.
Like, do your research on whoever it is, and
Yeah.
make sure they have a track record or a legitimate network of
Exactly.
contacts and
Yeah.
to help you out. Because we talked about this before on the podcast and
Yeah.
stuff, and it gets messy sometimes when they charge families thousands of dollars, and then you're left with kind of no team or a low level.
Yeah.
It's sad to see. It's not right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just be selective. But now for your goalie training routine, I'm kind of oblivious when it comes to goalie routines and training. Did you have a specific goalie coach that you always worked with, or did you work with multiple during your career?
Yeah, I've worked with multiple during my career. Like, the main one, like, for the longest period of time was Rob Couture and down out here in Valencia. So he's with the Bears now, but he pretty much taught me goaltending, from being frank with you. So
Yeah.
definitely have a lot of respect for him. Like, I still talk to him all the time to this day. We actually played Tyler Shea's team out in Brown. Like, we were playing them in Brown, and he flew up to see us, which was a pretty special experience, having him like watch me and T-Shea play. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. Yeah.
So he was with you when you were a little kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, ever since I started, like,
love that.
I kind of stopped working with him after I left to Shattuck. Like, obviously I'm in a different state. So, and then, yeah, a couple other ones like Adam Carlson and Ryan S. were kind of like my next goalie coach. We had a goalie coach at Shattuck. His name was Des Christopher. And then the one I work with now, his name's Dave Rogalski, is the goalie coach for the Devils.
Nice.
So that's out in Minnesota, but him and his group have been like awesome to work with. I've been working on them for the past 4 years now. So yeah, definitely different amount of goalie coaching, and obviously my goalie coach now at school, you know, I'm probably spend the most time with him, obviously because he's part of our team. But you know, it takes like, the thing with goalie coaches is you kind of have to, obviously you want to find someone that works well with you and like you can just be like almost their friend, right?
Right.
But I think you kind of have to, as a goalie, you kind of have to like pick and choose what info you want to imply into your game, and what info like you don't want to be a part of your game, right? So that's where it kind of comes in effect with having all these different goalie coaches, and then you just take whatever info and draw from them things you want
Like the best of each, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So for goalies though, I feel like having a goalie coach is actually more necessary, or having that specific coach is a lot more necessary than players, because the position is just so technical.
100%.
It's all like, I know goalies are just, it's all technical. So you really have to have someone work with someone that watches you every detail, because it's a very technical position, right? So,
yeah, 100%. Like you said, it's super important to have that, especially if you just want to like develop and get better as a goalie, right? Like, it's definitely almost a whole nother sport than
players, right? Yeah.
But it's a very technical position, and you constantly have to analyze your game and look for ways to get better. Like, for example, like we do video at our school. Like I do video with my goalie coach like at least 2 times a week, and we, you know, we're on the ice with him like before practice, probably 2 to 3 times a week as well. So that like alone time with your goalie coach is super crucial to like help you improve, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's so true. I mean, for goalies, even more so. But I actually shoot on a goalie coach once in a while, and I can tell you that the guy I shoot on, his name's Danny Vitale. He's based out in Valley Ice Center.
Yeah.
And I can tell he's very, like, he watches his goalies, every little move. Like, when I shoot a puck, he tells him right away, oh, like this, you know, change this, like position, stuff like that. And I'm just watching this, like this is a whole different like language to me. I have no idea what he's going on, what he's saying, and because it's just so different of a position. But it's I would say the hardest one, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I will say I probably think it's the hardest.
Yeah, I was arguing with people all the time. I think it's the hardest position in all the sports, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Well, because hockey is the hardest sport. Yeah. No question.
Totally not biased.
We're not biased.
Not at all.
In any means. Actually, yeah. So, all right. So, any kind of crazy goalie stories you have from your junior to college part of your career?
I mean, like hockey-wise, probably not. Like, I've been very fortunate to have like very good coaches throughout my career, and like no like major issues. I know some kids just get screwed with like coaches and stuff. So no crazy stories. I mean, like I said, that
besides injury, I mean,
the injury was what it was. Like I said, being thrown in that game as like a trial, that was pretty crazy as well. But like outside of hockey, I have some pretty crazy stories up in Alaska.
Yeah,
but
that you, I mean, can't share, let's say. Yeah. Because I'm sure living in Alaska is like, what, you guys...
Yeah.
Did you guys have to run from a polar bear or something? Like,
I always mess with people when they like how Alaska's like. I say like there's like wild wolves running at you or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I could share one that's like that's totally fine to share. So I was like snowmobiling out in Alaska with one of my good friends. His name's Mark Lund. And like we were on one snowmobile, so like he was driving it and he was just being Mark Lund.
Being dumb?
Yeah, being dumb. And we were just messing around like in the middle of the woods. There's like, I think it was at night too. So, and like he ends up like flipping the snowmobile and like this huge, like there was so much snow out. So like this big bend of snow, and we get stuck in it. Like we're trying to like wiggle it out for like probably 10-15 minutes. Then like, I don't know what happened, but like this random person just appeared out of nowhere. Like
just spawned.
Like legit like an Eskimo, like full fur coat, everything. Like
no way.
Didn't speak a lick of English. He legit like, we were like kind of looking at him like, what's going on here? and he like threw us like a rope, like tied it to our snowmobile, and like used his like sled to like pull us out. And we're like, thank you. He was like, he just like nodded at us and just left, vanished.
That was it.
Never saw like
Just a silent interaction. Just
yeah, crazy.
Oh.
So we met a real life Eskimo in Alaska.
because if you were probably out in the like the forest, right?
Yeah.
So if you didn't get that snowmobile working again,
God knows what would happen.
like how would you have gotten back?
Yeah. Who knows? That was pretty
That's kind of scary. Yeah,
crazy experience, but
it is. Yeah, because when you get to those frigid temperatures, like every minute or hour you're out,
yeah,
you start losing body heat. It
wouldn't have been pretty. Let's just say that.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, I definitely had some crazy experiences living up there. That's part of it too. Like just living up there, like you'll make memories like with all your friends that last like a lifetime. Like playing in Fairbanks, especially, there wasn't like a whole lot to do, but just having that time around your teammates and your friends and juniors, like just memories for a lifetime. And like we were in Fairbanks, it was really cool going back to like how like supported we were in the community. Like we were almost like mini celebrities there. Like I get stopped in like the grocery store all the time, like asked for autographs. It was such a good experience playing up there. So
I mean, yeah, it sounds like you have some memories and stories for a lifetime that
exactly.
Any player wants to play junior hockey in Alaska, it's definitely, like you're saying, one of the coolest experiences you can probably have. So, but yeah, man, thanks for your time. Thanks for your stories. I think we learned a lot, and kind of the way goalies work, and the path that goalies have to take. That it's not really cut and dry. Like
A to B, there's
different paths, and it's a marathon, like you say. Like, do not get discouraged if you don't make this team, that team, because you just got to keep working at it. Because in general, the position itself is going to take longer, than the players. So yeah, thanks a lot for coming on.
Of course, thanks for having me.